how do you feel about WWE doing like this live tour to the road to Clash at the Paris, which also is pretty much unfortunately counteracting AEW because Forbidden Door is on the same day. It's pretty much on that time.
Yeah. I mean, I saw that there was I know they were doing like Forbidden Doors like the weekend before or whatever, and the WWE's will have house shows in England at the same time. I mean, I'm sure there's a part of them that's not upset that they were counter promoting them, but that definitely isn't the reason they were doing it. I don't think it's kind of similar to the tour they're doing now, where you can only book certain venues at certain times, and once they lock down Paris to be the Clash show this year, because obviously this is what 3 or 4 years in a row they've done a Clash at whatever and done it over in Europe because there's a million castles over there, so it's easy to do. He just booked the shows around it. And I don't know how great people are with geography, but I lived in London for 6 months. To get from London to Paris, it's like an hour-long train ride under the Channel. It's super quick. So you're really close in those areas. And they're also doing like Manchester and Liverpool along with London. So, I mean, I'm sure they're not upset that they're counter-promoting it, but I don't feel like it was that on purpose.
Well, they're doing that with the European thing, and they're also touring Tekker and the All In thing. So this is called the wrestling. This is called doing business, folks.
Yeah,
it's called
here's
screw
the other
over your
thing
opponent
too.
wherever you can.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you want to call yourself a challenger brand? You want to call, if I was Triple H and WWE, I'd be like, oh, you want to call us the Harvey Weinstein? Like, there's certain things that they've said where, again, if they just focused on their own shit, got their shows doing as well as they could, don't worry about anything else. Like, if you want to make certain references to what's going on in the world, like, with Dustin and Cody, okay. But to constantly be trying to take shots and constantly trying to one-up or having Mercedes talk about, oh, well, I don't want to say what talent I would like because the other place will going to come out. It's one of those things where if they would just focus on their own world, they would probably be better off in that own world. But they keep poking the bear, and then they get upset when the bear comes back with all 4 claws and hits them across the face. Like, you're the one who poked the bear with the stick. It's not my fault that the bear, scarred your face.
I know.
It is what it is. I'm all for it. I grew up in the 90s I grew up in the Attitude Era, so I'm totally fine with companies taking shots at it. I just feel like there's times to be doing it, like when you're closer in battle, when it's not, the movie 300, but you're gonna lose and by a lot.
But come on, Jake. Come on, that's not fair. I mean,
that's not very fair.
I mean, like, why can't they just let AEW have their own show? Even though my career only exists because I'm married.
And that's another thing too. Is like them people trying to compare the Lex Luger thing, where they, WWE didn't want him on their TV to Sting being on theirs. Again, like, it would only elevate AEW to have Sting on the biggest promotions TV. But again, they think they're neck and neck, but they're not.
Well, and then like, and Phil pointed this out after, what was it, when he shared Mike Gilbert's post, when he quote tweeted Mike Gilbert's post, he said, guys, it's not about WWE and AEW, it's about Lex.
Yeah.
Like it's a Lex, and Lex's best friend just so happens to be Steve fucking Borden, otherwise known as Sting. Like, this is about by the way, bro is wheelchair bound, man. Like, he's gone through a lot. He probably goes through mental anguish every day because people still blame him for what happened with Miss Elizabeth. And
blame him. People, like, whatever your thoughts on him are, there's people that literally, like, no matter what he does or says, they like murderer and yell that, like, whatever it is, like, yeah, that's gonna hurt the guy after all. I'm with you 100%. This isn't about a company war. This isn't about petty bullshit. This is about one man. And no matter what you think about the Hall of Fame, because there's plenty of people who say it's bullshit and because there isn't the real Hall of Fame or it's just some BS honor, and it may be, but to the guys and to at least every person that I've seen that's gone into it, like, it's an acknowledgement of their career. Like, it kind of puts that final stamp assessed on your career, what you literally gave your life, and in Lex's case, and in many cases, your body to. And so it means a lot to these guys. Like, yeah, give Lex that moment. It's important to him. And again, they act like they are for the business of pro wrestling, that they want to make pro wrestling better. Everybody says, oh, look at all what Tony's done for all the wrestling and being able to, have a second company and give people money. And oh, it's a healthy AEW. It's good for the wrestling business, as we've all heard.
Just picture in your head Sting presenting him with the Hall of Fame and Lex getting up by the wheelchair and walking over to Sting.
Jesus,
I'm gonna start crying.
Oh, that'd be goosebumps. That'd be goosebumps.
You want the Rock goosebumps? Those are real goosebumps, and that'll be real. Yeah, that would be an amazing moment.
He walks over to Sting and hugs Sting. I'm gonna start bawling.
Yeah, and then you have DDP there too, and it's just like that is just like that's like the anti NWO from the beginning there.
And here's the thing: if they don't get Sting because Tony cockblocks them, which could be the case.
Tony McCockblock. Sorry.
Well, but to tell the truth, there's a possibility Tony might do that. And, all's fair in love and war, business-wise, I guess. But, DDP is still there. And, I mean, DDP, with all he's done for the likes of Jake Roberts, with his yoga.
Yeah. He got Butterbean to walk again.
Which, I mean, and also DDP would deliver a great speech too. Like DDP's just got natural charisma.
So no one's doubting that fact.
Oh yeah.
Lex didn't say he wanted DDP. Lex said he wanted Sting.
Yeah,
I know. But
so that's the problem.
That's Sting is like who brought him into the business, and Sting, for like all that he is, he would be a great speaker for it, especially now with his. I think it'll happen. I really do, because I think that Tony will see enough of the negative backlash. But maybe I'm an optimist. I don't know. I would hope. I don't think Sting will come out in the face paint. I think he'll just come out in the dark glasses, and then he'll put the shoe polish in the. He doesn't have a soul patch. It's like a soul strip, where it goes from the lip all the way down.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna go about another 15 minutes. So if you got any points, grade them out.
Yeah, who else wants to go? We're ready to talk about anything.
Or we can end it here.
Right?
Why does Jake sound like one of the Young Bucks?
Because I'm still getting over a really bad cold. I got wiped with some sort of throat infection the last couple of days. So this isn't my full voice. It's closer than it was though. I had no voice like Tuesday through Thursday of this past week. It was shit.
That's funny actually, because now I can't not hear it.
God damn it.
Yeah, it sounds like Nick.
Yeah,
that's funny. It does.
Son of a bitch.
Hey,
all right. So now I got to figure out how to do the old like Conan O'Brien, where I put up a Young Buck's face and then I'll do his voice. That might make some good. That makes some really funny content on the page. Hey, I'm learning the tech side as best I can. This was never a plan for us to do a YouTube page, but it kind of happened and we fell into it. So why not? We'll have fun with it.
That was funny.
No, that was good.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing. But
no.
Gotta love a good Conan O'Brien reference too. God damn. I miss Conan O'Brien. Fuck Jay Leno. Anyway.
Wow. Okay. On the Jay Leno note.
Nah, yeah.
Okay. Tell us how you feel.
Former WCW.
Yeah, right. Former WCW pay-per-view main eventer Jay Leno.
Yeah, that happened, folks.
That did happen. Oh God.
And people have the ball. And people have the balls to call what's going on with AEW WCW 2000.
Yeah.
I mean,
David Arquette is still alive, by the way.
He could come in any moment and win that title.
Damn it.
Oh man.
No.
I watched this all every Monday night, dude. Every Monday night I watched it all.
Well, and on the Wrestling Bios YouTube page where he's doing Reliving the War.
I love that guy.
It's so good. That's my favorite thing every week in the 2 episodes of that show. But they just had where they win the title, and then where Arquette turns heel and hits DDP with the fucking guitar, like the swerve, bro. He's gonna swerve him, bro. Oh, some of that stuff when you see how bad it really is, it's like AEW might be worse on some levels, and it's definitely not. It's definitely worse for the wrestler's safety, and stuff doesn't make sense. But a lot of it isn't as bad as things involving David Flair. And
we actually see the beginning of it when it starts coming up, and then you watch it going down, and you know what happens at the end. It's scary.
Well, yeah. I mean, Mongo McMichael, guys. Steve Mongo McMichael. There's
Hey, NFL Hall of Famer Steve Mongo McMichael, by the way.
God, man.
Don't drink your coffee when I'm talking to you, boy.
Yeah.
The bulldog.
Talking to you, David boy. And then he had the dog. What was the little dog? Fifi? Was that the dog's name? I don't remember.
Oh man.
Oh God.
If you were to go down the list of just the mess of like WCW in 2000,
Carl Malone.
yeah, Dennis
Carl,
Rodman.
Was it in 2000 when they had James Brown come out at the Cow Palace? At 99. They had that too at one of their pay-per-views.
That was 2000.
There it is, man. Yeah, that guest list of WCW 2000 is, woof, that's like the worst episode of was it Hollywood Squares ever? It's that list of people. Good Lord.
How about the constant Jeff Jarrett pushes too? Yeah, why not?
He broke 1,000 guitars, never drew a dime.
The man cut the same promo every time he come out. I am the chosen one. I have all the stroke. Hold up the guitar. Woo. God.
Slap nuts.
Slap nuts. Yeah. And then, yeah.
I did like when he hit Beetlejuice with the guitar.
Oh,
That's funny.
That was funny.
I feel like that was one of the first ever like viral GIFs. That was one of the first things you could see when people figure out how to make GIFs. Like, yep, Jeff Jarrett hitting Beetlejuice.
Poor Beetle.
Oh my God.
I mean, hey, he made it work for as long as he could.
Still, one of my favorite things ever was that celebrity panel they had for the judges the one time. Jason Hervey, the Penthouse Pet Girl.
Oh God, yes.
2 other people I don't remember, but
I think the other ones were wrestlers. I think the other ones were actual like older
one was
wrestlers.
the commissioner guy. I can't remember his name. Oh well.
Oh,
Maybe
man,
never-
Jason
Penthouse
Hervey.
Pet Girl. No idea what the fuck was going on.
Maybe
Yeah.
never forget Judy Bagwell on a pole.
No, on a forklift.
On a forklift.
Judy Bagwell on a forklift.
Viagra on the pole, bro. Viagra.
Or the poles that they had where they put them too high and no one could actually reach it. And they had to like jump up for them. Or like, was it like the Four Corners one where Booker T and like the belt popped out of the box? Like, oh, just
Electrified.
Yeah, another one that's a gift is when he hits one of the boxes and Scott Hall's picture and he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" That's another gift.
yeah, just
Somewhere along the lines, you look back in history and it becomes a, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, shame on us all. That's the whole story of WCW.
and then just repeat, rinse and repeat. They would just change leadership and do it again and do it again. Which
That's
is really why I don't have much faith for AEW, because it's like if you took Tony out, like it would probably be better for a little bit, but I feel like with the way the contracts are and the environment that's been created, it would just happen again and again.
I doubt it. They don't got like a Hulk Hogan or Kevin Nash or Scott Hall causing issues.
Isn't that what the Young Bucks do? Moxley, Jericho? Like I don't know. I don't know what levels of people of actual creative control people have, or if they just are in Tony's ear enough and he will listen to whatever they say. I mean,
I
clearly
just
he
know
listens to
RJ
Mox
City and Will Washington are in
God.
Tony's ear.
Will Washington.
Well,
Oh, that guy.
oh my, well,
I've said my piece about those two. I think they're killing the company.
well, I mean,
Literally
Well,
from the inside.
you know why they got hired. Well, Will Washington is cousins with Swerve,
Right.
So
And he put Tony over on every podcast or everything he ever wrote. Like he just glommed and glazed Tony because he knew that was his best. He knew that was his best chance to get on Tony's good side, and then Swerve got him an interview.
well, I mean,
And look what happened.
Between Fightful and the Observer, we have two possible payola cases happening. So just
Oh, yeah. Well, even if it's not real payola, they both know the only reason they have a subscriber base is because of AEW and their fan base. Like that 500 to 600,000 people that religiously watch Dynamite, a good portion of them pay Dave $15 a month, and I don't know what Snaps costs. He blocked me years ago, and I got away from him.
He blocked me too.
Muted. I muted the word Fightful for my entire algorithm. I don't want to see him or his stuff ever. Just stay away.
well,
He's too weak for me. I can't.
well, what's worse about the Observer is Alvarez is going to take it over, which I mean,
Yeah, it's just gonna keep going.
I
mean, that's good for people. That's good for comedy. There's a lot of good content in that of being able to laugh at those guys. But
I mean, Brian has been fair. I mean, he's not really biased. I mean, he's not like Dave.
He just gets fed up. So you could see that he just wants to like let Dave wither out and die and go away. But Dave is still, and he just gets fed up at certain points and just can't deal with Dave. But he knows he can't ever push it too far because he's the heir apparent and he wants to take over that. I guess it's an empire, we'll call it. I don't know if I'd call it an empire.
Dave, the living in Brian, the living embodiment of Barry from High Fidelity. Give me a break.
Yeah. It's just
as much as people don't like Dave, he did do a good job basically burying JD from New York on a couple occasions.
Which I mean,
sure. Yeah, that's I mean, I guess that's like the pot saving the kettle. Like they're just both full of shit.
But you know, I mean, hell of a Dice Clay impression from Phil.
Yeah, no, it's the best. That's I will listen to that and be happy, and that's way more than I ever need to listen to actual JD. But on that note, I feel like this is a good time to end it. It's getting late for folks, and but this was fun. We will do this again next week. It'll be back to
regular time
Eastern. Yep. Please go subscribe to youtube.com/@AltJakeTakesOn. George and I are putting out content every week. I'm trying to post stuff every day or every other day for us. So we will continue to do that. And thanks everybody. This was a lot of fun. Have a good one.
Yeah, always look forward to it. Later.
Peace.